Welcome back, everybody, to Tia, Niki, and Merida. Look, I want to thank everybody for all the support and love you've been giving me. I cannot articulate how much you all have really edified me and put me in my place of power. Definitely. All the donations, all of the love, all of the emails. I hear you, I see you, and I appreciate you. This week, avoid this in Merida. I'm going to give you 5 things, top 5, to avoid in Merida. This is a good one, y'all. Stay tuned. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Come on. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So glad to have you with me today. Today we're going to talk about it. We're about to get into it, y'all. The things to avoid. I got 5 of them. And a bonus. Things for you to avoid when moving, living, or visiting Merida. But before we do that, you know I got to give a shout out to my new and my true. I really appreciate the new subbies coming on board, supporting the sister. Shout out to my true, to my tried and true who roll with me every Sunday. I really appreciate you all for coming aboard, and I hope that you leave here with some information and inspiration. So, y'all know I don't like to waste no time. Let's get right to it. All right. Things to avoid when visiting, living, or moving to Merida. Now, we talked about the low vibration, the energy in the States, which is one of the motivations for most of us moving. And that includes the food, the people, the places, the things, everything from rent to the grocery store to the lack of interest on your account at the bank. So I want you to understand that still exists here. There is a Carl's Jr., McDonald's, yes it is, KFC, all of it, all those low vibrational foods are here in the American version. I would probably say a little less impact if they're using local food bank, local slaughterhouses for the meat, and local veggie and fruit vendors. So that would be a step up. Now, I have dibbled and dabbled in the fast food. Y'all know I talk about KFC and how really, really, really good it is here. And you got to try it. So that don't mean ain't nothing in it. It just means it tastes good. They cook it differently. Also, the preparing of the food and how they cook it, what oil they use, how often they clean the oil. Y'all know in the States, Popeyes, I think they change their oil maybe once, twice a month, 2 months, every quarter. So it exists here. So be aware of the food. American food is a staple. It is. It has a culture unto itself, honey. It is nowhere that you can really travel in the world and not find a McDonald's, right? It's on every corner. So keep that in mind whether you're coming here or going anywhere else, that low vibrational food is everywhere. However, you get options here. You get to choose here, right? So what to do? Because y'all know I like to come with solutions, right? So eat locally. Visit your local eateries. And also, I talk about the fruit and the veggie guy. I love talking about the fruit and veggie guy that comes to my neighborhood and comes right on my corner and parks over there for about 15 minutes. So you can go out there and get your goods. Yes, 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 yes. Also, big thing, and I talked about this, and don't make this mistake. If you haven't seen that video, go back and look at it. Getting in these groups, going places, or even just you and your family or you going out to eat too much. It gets costly, and the preparation of the food may have a little bit more oil, a little bit more salt than your body is used to, and it may be a different brand, local brand of salt or sugar. So, how you fix it? Cook at home, baby. Yes, cook at home. We have local farmers markets that are excellent. The pricing is unbeatable. It's even more affordable than your local, grocery stores that we have here, like Soriana, Shajari, and Aki, Super Aki. I like Soriana's. However, Soriana's is a bit costly. But if you go to these farmers markets, which open early, some are open every day, some are only open on Saturday. And there's also the Galvez. Give a shout out to Kiba, who I met at Shajari last week. You know, we everywhere, y'all. We everywhere. And she mentioned the Galvez Central Market. I'm writing it down. Y'all know I got my notebook. You can't see it, but it's over here. It's over here. So check out the Galvez Central in Central downtown, downtown Merida. And you can get fresh fruits and vegetables. I will tell you it gets a bit crowded, so get there early. And it gets hot. And most of these markets are outside. So be careful. All right? Cook at home. Visit the farmer's market, and also buy from the local butcher's market. That always is a great thing to do. We have local butcher's markets here. They are in every neighborhood, and they cut it there, and you can buy it by the piece or the pound or the kilogram, right? So practice that, and that will help to raise your vibration, get your skin nice and clean and clear, help you with your anxiety, depression, all of the isms that you're bringing here with you from the States. Food has a lot to do with it. Gut health absolutely triggers and either depletes or plenishes brain clarity, brain fog, we talk about that. So mental clarity. So do that. Now let's move on to number 2, which piggybacks off of number 1. Low vibrational people. Yes, people, places, and things. Low vibrational place will be where you are. Low vibrational food is what you can do. And now low vibrational people has to do with who you be, right? So it's no escape. It doesn't matter where you go. People are people. People do what they do. They are who they are. So I have found here that there are groups of or people that are unhealed, and it splits. There's subdivisions of people who are here and don't want to be healed. They just here for the rent. Really, honestly, I've been told that. And then there's also people that are unhealed, but they doing something about it. They going on these spiritual retreats. They are investing in themselves holistically. They are considering other types of healing, such as psilocybin, or not. I always call it ashwagandha, y'all. I know it's not that. They going on these retreats, and they're getting healing, and they're also building formidable bonds with people, and creating, either becoming a part of a tribe, long looked for and desired, or creating a tribe of their own with like-minded, like-journey people. So, low vibrational people is a thing, and it's everywhere. And most people are coming here unhealed, so it will be quite the project for you as a person that has either done the work and has healed, or in the process, or just in the beginning stages, to be around adverse energy. It's counterproductive. It's counter-influential, because peers have an intense influence on us. When we don't want to do something, we get into a group and we end up doing it when we know we weren't supposed to eat that. We were supposed to eat the other thing, right? So, low vibrational people, unhealed folk who are a bit toxic, and if you get too close, they will bleed on you. Now, compassion is in my heart. I'm not talking about somebody that's got a problem and just needs some advice. It's levels to this. You know what I mean? I'm talking about people that's truly toxic. A lot of people are coming here, they're running to something, to freedom, to peace, to financial health or wealth. And there's some people that are running away from something. And if you're running away from it, you're not dealing with it there, and it's going to follow you right here, because it's most probably 99% of the time the trauma comes from childhood. and things that have happened to us in our adult life that we have not dealt with, unhealed patterns of toxicity. So there are people, my love, that are here that are in that space. Now, let's move on from that. Number 3, baby, it's a big one, the heat. Avoid it. We're avoiding low vibrational food, low vibrational people, and we're also avoiding the heat. Because, baby, you don't know this heat till you get here. You ain't just sweat, just sitting still, just pouring off of you from walking to the dining room to the kitchen or cooking in the kitchen with no air. And watching your electric bill, because if you want to keep your bill low, you have to do one or two things. Get those solar panels, and that's what we're talking about now. What you can do to beat the heat, to avoid being a fried pickle on the corner. They in Texas frying chicken in the backyard. They cooking eggs on the curb, and you don't want that in your life. And it can happen here. It'll fry you. I was talking to my girlfriend. She said the soles of their shoes melted because we not about that life. And electricity is high during this time of the season, so it's very self-defeating, financially self-defeating to run AC. Now, if you got it like that and you like, I'm running it, run it. And I'm going to tell you what you do. Go on down here. They got these places on all these corners, and get you some solar panels. This is the difference between a 10 or 15,000 peso bill, which is roughly $500 to $750, and a 52 peso bill, which is $3, $4. So I know a couple of people who have solar panels on their homes. Some it fluctuates because it depends on how many panels you have. How much do you want to invest? Now, if you're buying, definitely consider it. If you're renting and you don't know where you're going to be, maybe hold off till you find your forever home or your 3-year home or whatever you're doing. If you're visiting, you don't have to worry about it unless you're visiting for an extensive amount of time and you're just looking to save extra money. So you're looking at a one-time installment of them coming out and putting the panels on. I got one friend that's got a few panels. She's saving a few dollars. And I have a friend that has several, 10, 12, 15 panels, and her electric bill is 52 pesos a month, y'all, $3 every 2 months. Roll it back, reel it back. Every 2 months is 52 pesos, which is roughly, $3.10, depending on the conversion rate. We not capping $5 every 2 months. So this is what you do to beat the heat, to avoid the heat, okay? Another thing you can do, which a lot of people do, is very popular here, is go to the malls. That's why the malls are so popular, because they got free AC and you don't have to pay to be there. You can go get something to eat. You can shop. You can window shop. You can go to the grocery store and pick up a few items and take your time. And they have comfortable seating, honey. In Alta Brisa, they got some lovely, cushy, soft seating. And it's movable. You can move closer together or separate. You can pull one over here by yourself. People sit in these seats and the kids can play. They have a dinosaur riding thing inside of the mall where they ride dinosaurs, and then a fun thing where they go down the slide, a little playground inside. It keeps the children occupied and you can get some relief. So some people go there just for a few hours a day, during the hottest part of the day, which is between 1 and 5. Hot is 2 to 4. And then a preheat up like you preheating the stove, and then it's going to pop off. Now keep in mind that we are getting cooler. It is still rainy season until October. However, it is still 105 with the heat index. You may have 90, 85, 92, but it's going to be 105, 108 with that heat index, and that humidity is high. It's 97% on a regular day. 68% when you wake up in the morning, you ain't even got up good. And it's hot and it can be sticky. I wouldn't even say you get a chance to get sticky because you're just continually moist. It's moist living. So, solar panels, malls. Also check out water parks. La Isla has a water park. You can go there, get in the water, cool off. Also consider the auto bus travel. You can go somewhere locally, ride in an air-conditioned bus. You can go to Progreso for about 48 pesos round trip. I haven't done it yet, but I will, and I'm going to take y'all with me, right? So, yes, that's $2.50 round trip. And you get off at the auto station in Progreso. You can go to the beach and then get back on when it's time to go. They run very frequently as well. I think it's every 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And check the schedule. Check the schedule and plan. And you can get out of the heat a little bit. Another thing you can do is not move to Merida. You can be like, you know what? I am not. I know some people. It's too hot here. They love it. They visit in the fall and winter. And they out before spring and summer. Because we really get beautiful days starting in about October. It gets like perfect. There's no sweat. There's no humidity, very, very low. And not that much sun direct. It's just beautiful. So consider somewhere else. Oaxaca. Oaxaca's beautiful. I got a girlfriend trying to go up to Oaxaca. It is on the Pacific side of the ocean, so you get the mountains, right? Puerto Vallarta. And I had a client that went to visit Puerto Vallarta. Yes. Also, closer places, you're still going to get that heat, but it's somewhere to go. So Tulum, Playa del Carmen. So these are some places. Oaxaca will relieve you of the heat. As you start going west and north, it will relieve you of the heat. And then Oaxaca has the mountains surrounding it. So they get really good weather there, 85 during the day, low humidity, okay? The next thing you can do is just stay home and run the AC. Just say it is what it is and put yourself on a regimen. I have a regimen. I don't run the AC in the daytime. Now, I have it on now because I can't have the fan on because it's too much background noise, right? So when I finish with this video, I'm going to turn it off. Also, smaller units use the less BTUs, which runs up your bill. So my living room has a pretty hefty size AC, so it's clocking it. But the bedrooms have smaller, and they produce just as much, sometimes even better, cooling. So that's what you can do. Stay home, leave it off in the daytime, cut it off, and turn it on at 3 or 4 or 5, right after peak times. Know the peak times, right? So do that, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Go to the mall until the peak time is over. This is what these people do. They go to the mall till the peak time is over, then they go home, open up some windows. So where I live, I don't have any screens, and I told y'all when y'all look for houses, make sure you check for screens. It may not make a difference. Here, I still wanted it. However, I can get someone to install screens. So check out the house thoroughly, the water pressure, of course, and the screens on the window. And if they have them, make sure that they, all the way closed, that they sealed at the bottom, because the mosquitoes, the geckos, everything can come through the creases, the open creases in the screen and the windows, okay? All right, so let's move on to, what number we on, y'all? We on number 4, thank you. All right, number 4, the media madness. See, the fact of the matter is, and I'm going to tell you like it is, y'all know I keeps it real. It's people that's physically here, their body here, but their head is still in the States. They still worried about your boy going to jail. Everything is triggering. They still looking at CBS, ABC, all of them. They are fully engaged in the culture of the States. Now, I've been here over a year now. So I am connected but detached. I see it, but I don't allow it to affect my overall well-being. And this is very, very important. Your overall well-being is very, very important. That's why you're looking at this, because you know that your well-being is drowning in the States. It's like every day, right? So looking for that road, Underground Railroad, right? So the madness with the media must stop. Start small, because it's hard to just jump off the edge. You may have to take baby steps, but turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Learn Spanish. Look at some shows. They have exciting shows and they win prizes, and it's a lot of love shows. Look at one of theirs and study your Spanish, or look at a movie. You will also notice that your tolerance level for violence and ignorance may peak, and stupidity may peak. Movies you once liked, over time, you're like, wow, violence is not in my everyday. And as soon as the movie come on, it's bang, bang, pow, pow. And you're like, I don't really find that stimulating anymore. You know, you're expanding your horizons, right? So, unplug. Avoid media madness in Merida, honey. Let it go. Break the bond and cut the cord. And this is why that's why I always talk about the internal work that needs to be done, because it indeed is. All of these things are internal work that needs to be done. Number 5. I'm loving it. I don't love that, but I love this. Huge. Very, very, very important now. I'm telling you. Spending too much money, honey. Can I get an applause from the people in the back? Hallelujah. Can we get a hey, amen. Baby, I'm going to tell you. I had a client come in town. She didn't know. She had her money. She stopped at the bank. She got a peso. She did everything she was supposed to do. Then she started paying for things in cash. And she was like, wow, that was fast. I told you, these $500 bills fly out your wallet or your pocketbook. Them $500 bills, baby, they fly. They just got wings. So $500 is $25 depending on the conversion rate. It could be $27 somewhere. And it could be $30. It fly out. They fly out. It's like spending 20s in the States. So, spending too much money on what, you might say? Now you think the cost is low. What damage can I make? I'm going to tell you what damage you can make from experience. Okay? Pardon me, I had the gardener come over to cut. I don't have a tree in my yard. However, my neighbor has a tree, and the branches are growing around the circumference of the tree. So it's rainy season. So they started getting a little bit too long, hanging over my electric fence. He quoted me 1,600 pesos, which is $80 if it's 20 to 1. And we all know that it has not been 20 to 1. Okay? So, I said, okay. So he came over. He sent his boys. They came over. I'm using the word boys for a minute, for a reason. He's the owner. He's come to my house my yard since I've been here. That is 800 pesos. That's $40 every 3 weeks. See, these are added expenses that I didn't see when I came here. The yard is that big. Ain't that big. Ain't big yard at all. But the caveat is he takes everything with him when he goes. So you will find in certain Colonials that they will not take your tree shrubs. They won't take your leftover garden trimmings unless you give them a couple dollars. But you got to catch them to give it to them. And that was a big problem for me where I used to live. So I'm like ecstatic about it. You going to take it? I don't have to deal with it? No. So they take even the tree, and it was a lot that they cut down. They got a big truck. They put it in the back of the truck. So in doing that, the young guy also broke my electric fence. Yes, he did. And he tried to put it up there with a rope and a stick. He was young. So I contacted my property management, and I also contacted the owner of the business, who both of them showed up. My property manager was a little bit in responding, but she said I will call him because it's a referral from her. I don't do anything here unless it goes through the property management. And watch this. This is the way you secure the bag. This is the way you take care of yourself. CYA at all costs, right? If you're renting from an owner, you're renting from a realty company, go through them and let them give you the service, because that means the onus is on them. It's not like you went out and found Joe Schmo and said, come over here and cook my grass, and he cut all the wires that are underneath. Now you ain't got no electricity. You know what I'm saying? So they talked. I talked to him. He apologized profusely. My man got up there, and I hope I got some pictures on the screen right now. I should. He got up there, honey, went to the store, got a whole new vein, connector vein, got some cement, and put it up there. He got the cement in not the bucket where you got to mix it, pre-mixed cement. Honey, he poured it in the thing in a little container and moved it and filled it with his hands with concrete. He put it up there. He sat on that ledge. It's very tight ledge. He squatted. Honey, he put that thing up there, and he did it probably in about an hour and a half. And it was no additional cost to me. Now, my property manager was like, don't pay him. And I said, you're going to have to tell him that. Them your folks. I'm not going to do that. So she had my back. She said, I understand. I'll call him. And that's exactly, I heard the phone ring. She called him, talked to him. He finished that up. They took everything with them when they left, cleaned everything up. It was just a work of magical madness. But it was completed. I didn't have to worry about any residuals, about coming out of pocket with any of the money. Hidden fees, spending too much money. Because see, all of that together was 2,400 pesos. That's $120. In addition to my rent and my electric bill. Come with me. Feel me when I say what I say. So things to avoid. So if you're living in a house, watch out for these things. Apartment, you don't have to worry about any exterior, gardening or anything like that, upkeep or maintenance. Condo, depends on what's in your lease. If you're in a condo, I've seen some condos, some townhouses, where I'm responsible for that front yard. Anything beyond the front yard, they got. But if it is in my fence, in my perimeter, I'm responsible for that. And I did pass up some houses because of that. Okay? So, extra hidden costs for upkeep is what you want to look at in even if it's an apartment. Sometimes the utility bills seem to be higher in apartments. Because you can't really put up the solar panel. The building would have to do that. Or you would have to put up individual panels outside of your door and get the wiring done. So, watch that. Even in apartments and condos, it may be something that you can avoid the degree of it. Where I'm here, I can be in something smaller and avoid that additional fee. Now with him cutting it, I won't have to do it for the duration probably of my lease, because he went up very high and it takes very long. Now in my book, I think the owner should have made sure that tree was trimmed before they rented it. But that's just my opinion. It didn't change not a thing. So look out for yourself, okay? Next thing is spending too much with no savings, or you have an emergency, or you want to get your teeth done, or you want to get a pair of glasses. These are hidden costs. So avoid not saving for these things. Now, I had a slip and fall, y'all. I ain't my best today. Your girl is in a little pain. I might not seem as overly joyful as I usually am. And it's just because my hip hurt. Fall and slip, 911, slip and fall, pimp down, right? So I'm okay. I'm going to order some salve and, rub it and alcohol and all that. So I was at Vinyl Low, entertaining. We were celebrating a late birthday. You may see some pictures on your screen. And your girl misstepped, because it's a step down in Vinyl O, and I bust my arse. I did it, y'all. So what if I would have cracked a bone or sprained my ankle or busted a kneecap? And Cortez talks about this in his videos on walking in these Merida streets, right? Where one misstep and you break an arm or something like that. And I hit it hard because I didn't want to use my arms. My body can take more than my arms, right? They little limbs. But I knew I got enough cushion on here for the kind of help me brace for the fall. The impact won't be as much. However, your girl is jacked up. I'm using this in this example. It can happen. You can step off a curb wrong. You can do like I did out at the club or whatever. You dance and misstep. Don't see the step down. And you twist your ankle. You need to go to the doctor. You ain't got no savings. Don't come here without no savings, y'all. I can't tell you how much to bring because it's moderately affordable. Even it's really affordable here. For health care, you don't need a bunch. You can get a doctor's visit for $25, $40. However, your medicine, you got to keep that still low cost, so you don't need a lot of savings. You need enough savings for you. So avoid spending too much money and avoid coming here without a safety net of some sort, something substantial to hold you in case you have an emergency, a freak accident, you need a tooth pull, you can't see out your glasses no more like me, and you got to go down here and get it done, right? So for those of you who are on a fixed income, this is very, very, very important. For you that are working, nomads, either way is very, very important. Oh, we got thunderstorms coming, y'all. Just in time for the last one. I'm going to wrap it up because we might lose. I do pretty good over here, y'all, knock on wood. We do pretty good with the internet. Total play is great. So now we're going to move on to, that was number 5. So recap number 1. Top 5. Avoid this in Merida. Low vibrational food. Low vibrational people. The heat. Take care of yourself. Media madness in Merida. And spending too much money without a savings account. That's your 5. I got a bonus for you. And I talk about this often, y'all. And it's the truth, and I'm going to say it. Watch these groups. Large crowds and groups can be very costly. I piggyback. See, we talked about spending the money. We want to circulate the money. We want to invest the money. We don't want to throw the money out the window, even though it's, less affordable to live here. Keep it so you can be here and be good and comfortable. So large crowds and groups where you have a lot coming out, what is falling out your back pocket, out your wallet, out your pocketbook. Watch this. Watch this. Okay? Going somewhere and splitting a bill. Right? And everybody don't split bills the same way. I know a master bill splitter. She gets it. She knows what to do. And she taught me how to split it. But sometimes the person that's left last may come up short. And that person may be you. And I'm telling you, watch it. Also, find yourself a tribe instead of trying to fit into one. How about that? I created the group. Go join the Sanancion, the Casa de Sanancion. We have to get that healing in. And then you have access to me to ask me a question. If you hear and you're like, Tia Niki, where the Chinese food? Tia Niki, where I get my laundry done? I got you. Okay? So create your own tribe. Find your own folks. Get with people who are like-minded. There's a lot of people coming here at the same time. So they have this common bond where they arriving and starting off on the same foot. Y'all can walk together. You know what I'm saying? So do that. Also, these groups, because I'm talking about large crowds and groups, your money matters in that and things to avoid, right? So when you're in this group, also take a look at the demographics. I have been in and out of groups. I told you I've been kicked out of groups. I don't care. So, because it's about information and helping other people, it's really not about me being in a group. It's more like the group is in me, where I can carry it and give it to you guys. You know what I mean? So, and the reason why some of the groups that I left was it was such an age gap. The people in the group were in their 20s and 30s, and they got 2-year-olds and 5-year-olds, and here I am, my old self. I'm trying to talk about retirement and traveling, and they just not there yet. So I ended up feeling kind of out of place, you know what I mean? And not able to really engage in conversation because I don't have any kids. So it's not like I can reflect up on my own and say, oh yeah, well I did this with my girl, or I did this. I can't offer anything, and I refuse to take away, besides the knowledge, bring any type of negative energy or passive aggressive energy into the group. So I just go my way, and I usually tell the person who is the owner of the group this is why, and 9 times out of 10 they understand. Adversely, I've been in an older group. I've been in a 50 plus group. I encourage you all to join it if you're the age. However, I was the youngest person in there. I joined it mostly for my mother, because a lot of people are 70s, late 60s, 70, 80, even 90, so my crowd is a different kind of crowd. And I found my different type of crowd, or my different tribe. And I created a tribe. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Create your own people. Tribe for your people. Hey, things that you're knitting in Merida, because that's what you do. Cooking in Merida. Get you a fancy name, and people will follow you and show you, this is what I do. I cook Caribbean food, or I cook vegan food, which is big here. They love it's a bunch of stuff on Brothers and Sisters. You can advertise on there for your group and everything like that. So this will help you keep costs down, and you can run your group the way you want to and make sure everybody's accountable and that they are benefiting from the group, and they're also contributing to the group, right? Because that's the whole part, to get together to support with each other and encourage each other and contribute, to the group and give some love, right? So those are your top 5 things to avoid in Merida, with a bonus, right? If you have any questions, let me know. Also, remember to go and be a member of the WhatsApp group. Download WhatsApp, connect your phone, and join the Casa de Sanancion group. There's a lot of people in there. We get their work in. We do exercises every day, Monday through Thursday, and it's meant to expand the mind, to give you the confidence that you need to get where you want to go and do what you want to do, which is get out of the US BS. As always, go take my course, cut the cord course, a guide on how to leave the US BS. If you need a consultation, please hit me up. Come and holler at your girl as you get closer to your visit, so you'll know what you need to do and what things to avoid beyond this list, because it'll be personalized just for you. As well, go over and visit me on Etsy. Everybody, thank you so much for buying these digital Black Girl travel journals. Thank you also. Shout out to my subscriber for buying the t-shirt over at Spreadshop. So go visit Spreadshop and get your swag on, mugs, tote bags, Black Girl Travel t-shirt, anything that you need to enhance your trip and make it easy breezy for you, and let people know that you are doing it. You ain't talking about it, you're being about it. And you will be amazed at how much that influences other people. So I do have a printer here, and I'm still going to print with the journals if you don't want a digital one, or you don't particularly like the way it navigates. And I understand that. Y'all know I like pen and pad. So those will be coming this month. I'm just working with the printer now to get those out to you. If you have not emailed me, do so at THIS@gmail.com and let me know, hey, I want one of the journals, and I want this one, number 5, number 4, number 11. Go take a look at it. I'm telling you, y'all, it's some stuff to be had to help you on your journey. This place is expanding so much. We have a high rise going up called the Sky. It is massive. It will probably be the tallest building in Merida. No question. Every time I pass by it, they have added another floor. Another thing that I like about this whole Sky building, this project, is they have put platforms between the floors. So my ceiling is not your floor. There is a concrete barrier between us that provides a little bit of soundproof and comfortability. So how about that? Also, the E-tram is coming. It's running through. The Mayan E-tram is taking you all the way where you need to go. You don't have to go anywhere else to catch a train. I'm a block from it. I'm watching it come together, y'all. I'm telling you, I got to take some pictures of this stuff because it is just amazing. They work 6 days a week here, and they are laying it, these roads, moving them. I'm like, how the street move way over here? They're not playing. They're projected to be completed with this project December 2024. However, at the rate that they're moving, I would not be surprised if it don't pop off in the next couple of months, for real. I don't know how far they have gone down this particular street that I'm on. However, I know it extends all the way to the Colonial before Central. I have seen it that far. So I'll be keeping you all abreast of the goings-ons with the tram. Another thing you can do to avoid the heat, ride the tram. My girlfriend got on the bus. We have a new hybrid bus here, electric bus. It is beautiful. It's high tech. And I got a girlfriend that went out there, honey, and she got on the bus. I think she said it was 40 pesos or something. It may not even be that much. I'm going to get the information. And she rode it and never got off and just did 360. She said she had enjoyed herself. It was very comfortable. It rode good. The AC was good. It's brand new. It's electric. It's quiet. So when I tell you this place it's getting big, y'all. It's expanding vastly and quickly. So if you're looking to come, if you're indecisive, I encourage you to come visit. Come visit and check it out for yourself. See what the hype is about. See if this place gels with you. I will tell you, just like I've told many people, shout out to all the people I see in the mall and at the stores who run up and hug me, and Cassandra and her husband over at Vinyl OY did the slip and fall last night. Right? I'm going to tell you, this is the time to come. For all of you all to have questions, this is it. How will you know? You will when you step off the plane. I knew coming over the water because my shoulders dropped and my headache went away because I went on like this, because I stayed like that in the States. In traffic, it just stay just like this all the time. And the shoulders stay. And unlock your jaw. For anybody that's out there that's got this tight, let that go. These are signs of the stress, honey, the stress and the mess. If you're having problems, issues, challenges, trying to find your way here, take the course. You know, that's what it's for. To help you break down. A lot of people having family issues. They don't even want to tell nobody they leaving. They just like, they'll find out on their own. Or never, at this point, I'm out. So this course will help you maneuver through that and know how to tell them. And not care afterwards and still walk away. You don't have to hide, because you know why? They're going to be jealous when they see you on the beach at Progresso and they see you at the Zalby's Jazz Club with your cup in the air and your new place that you're paying $500 and it's a 3-bedroom. Honey, they going to want some of what you got. They going to want it. And you be like, what happened? I thought that all the hell and hell, water and fire was going to drop. So these people are deflecting. It's not you. It's them. It's their fears, their inhibitions, what they wish they could do. You're doing with what they wish they could do, honey. I'm telling you the truth. All right? So be convicted. Be inspired, y'all. You got this. I have plenty of things going on for you. Go back and look at the workshop. Now, I want you guys to know that since I've been doing lives, they are under the live tab in the navigation on my page, my YouTube page. That's all the way over. So scroll over, you'll see shorts, you'll see community, you'll see live. So go back and look at my lives. I've had 2, I believe. This was going to be a 3rd one, but this one is not. It is pre-recorded. However, it is Sunday. I went out last night, y'all, and I got a little tipsy. I didn't fall because I was tipsy. I fell because the concrete, maybe a little bit of tipsy too. But anyway, go back and look at this video. All this information will be in the description, the top 5 things to avoid so that you can stay safe and sound and know what you're walking into. You know, I make these videos so you guys will know what to expect, and how to maneuver and how to relax, tranquilo, and enjoy the experience. When you got to go through all these changes, it does not enhance your experience, but if you know what you're dealing with when you come in, at least you have some knowledge of it. You go, okay, and you can be calm, and you can enjoy all that Merida has to offer, because it's a lot. So give your girl a call, consultation, email me, Niki at Gmail, Niki and Merida at gmail.com if you have questions. And I think that's all I got for you guys. It's raining out. I'm going to cook me a little something to eat and hobble upstairs to my bed and relax his leg, put some ice, and give me some salve to rub on it, y'all. So next time I see you, I'll be way more lively. My legs should be way more better by then. But don't be this guy, because I'm still happy. It's just the leg. I am here for it, and I am here for you. So, until next time, peace.